Hello, Tweety, and welcome. Here is your 13 sign astrology natal chart. So, let's get started. You are endowed with whatever your rising sign is. It happens to be here in Gemini. So, you're endowed with your curiousness and your stimulation seeking abilities. Alright? And then we move to with the personality of the sun. What is the personality of the sun? It looks like it's in Aries. So in this sense, with the personality of being a pioneer and a warrior, when it comes to your social groups and your friendships. Specifically, your sun is in Aries in the 11th house, focusing on friendship circles. So in that sense, being a pioneer and a warrior in your friendship circles. And the emotional needs, which is where your moon is, right here. The emotional needs of your moon being in Libra here in the 5th house. So, with your emotional needs, highlighting sports and amusement. So you're emotionally balanced and diplomatic and expressive with creativity, romance, and leisurely activity. To convey your message, what is your message you would like to convey? Let's find out where Mercury is. Mercury's right here. It's at Taurus. It's in the 12th house. And it's going to be centered on seeking after a new self. So to convey your message. And that would be Mercury. Practical, methodical, solving problems and conveying ideas. Practical, methodical right here. Because Taurus is about practicality. It's also about stability. So practical, methodical, conveying your ideas of seeking after a new self. Alright? You decide, or you love and value. You love and value wherever Venus is. Venus is also here in Taurus, also in the 12th house. It's just in a different placement. So you love and value in a very structured and stable way your emotions, right? Of loving and valuing. Prioritizing completion. So, stable and sensual, introspective approach to love and beauty. Those are the things you value the most. And you take action by, here we go over here to Mars, represents action, will, determination, right? And it's in Capricorn. So you take action by determining philosophy of life. We're going to see what that's all about. And because the Mars is in Capricorn, disciplined and ambitious, assertive approach to explore new ideas. That's the way you take action. To bring joy and gladness by wherever Jupiter is, because Jupiter represents expansion and growth. And your joy and expansion is in Aries, and it's right here, as you can see. Also with the friendship circles, expansion and growth happening for you with the friendship circles. Bold and pioneering growth, optimistic in your group activities, especially with your friends in your social groups, right? And it's expansive and growth for you as well. Bold and ambitious. Okay. And luck and fortune too. Oh boy, luck and fortune too. That's your part of fortune. It's this little X right here with a circle around it. And your part of fortune happens to be in Sagittarius. And looks like it's placed right here. Dedicated to partnerships. All right, luck and fortune too. Dedicated to partnerships. You do very well in relationships, and remember to live your truth and learn your philosophy as well, because Neptune is about living your truth, finding the meaning of things, and learning philosophy of things as well. All right. It would benefit you to go through the lessons. What lessons do you have? Okay, we see Saturn is all about the lessons. It would benefit you to go through the lessons of Saturn in Sagittarius. And you see this little symbol right here is a retrograde symbol. So the fact that Saturn is in retrograde, you more than likely had your life cut short in a previous lifetime, and you weren't able to fulfill what you needed to do. So you came back specifically to focus on making your contribution. That's right, making your contribution. So more than likely, you could have had something happen, a tragic accident, whether it could have been a fall from a horse, or it could have been while you were on vacation. It could have been somewhere, you're in a distant land, and tragedy happened and you weren't able to continue your previous life to make your contribution, and now you're here specifically to continue where you left off at, and that's making your contribution, setting realistic goals with your work, your health, and your daily routine. So setting realistic goals. It's very important for you, these lessons in this life, to set those realistic goals when it comes to making your contribution. And you can see you have the energy of Uranus as well, and we'll get into that soon. But first, once you learn these lessons, to heal your deep wounds, and we're going to find out where Chiron is. Chiron's shaped like a key. It's over here. Boom. So Chiron, to heal your deep wounds, a Chiron being in Taurus, and over here in the 12th house also. Chiron is where it's placed is prioritizing completions, right? And because of that, you feel a deep wound of safety and security, and often feel the need to escape when things get a little out of hand, maybe a little overwhelming for you. You feel the need to escape. Just take some time out for yourself, right? And then once you're able to heal that, to then receive your talents and gifts. Your talents and gifts are in Uranus. The Uranus is right here under Saturn. Happens to be in retrograde also. And the fact that Uranus is in retrograde, you are a rebel. A rebel with the cause, and the cause being making your contribution. Now let's see the fact that Uranus is in Sagittarius. What does that mean? I'll tell you right now. It means that sudden changes and innovations in philosophy are happening, and it's very innovative with your work, your daily routines, and your service to others. So making your contribution, being a rebel, and really sticking to the meaning of it, the truth of it, the philosophy of it. How do you do it? Setting realistic goals, accomplishing these goals, and doing it, in an unconventional way. So once you go through that, to turn your dreams would be ruled here by Neptune. So to turn your dreams, Neptune also retrograde, as you can see, also in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you can see, is a big influence on your life right there. And Sagittarius is ruled by the element of fire. So inspiration, desire, passion. Turn your dreams into reality because Neptune's retrograde. So you're here to bring those dreams to reality when it comes to your partnerships. And let's see here. The fact that Neptune is in the 7th house, the visionary thinking, quest for meaning when it comes to your partnerships. So visionary thinking tied to Neptune and Sagittarius, and quest for meaning within your partnerships. into your new reality. Your new reality would be brought upon by Pluto. And Pluto is right here. Pluto is also retrograde. When Pluto is retrograde, you're literally brought with you all of your talents, all your skills, all your abilities into this life from other lifetimes to assist you and your transformations. And it looks like it's within the fifth house, so and it's where it's placed. Engaging in love affairs. So in this sense, it's transformational things happening when it comes to your love affairs, and it's leisurely activity, romance, children, all of that in the fifth house, right? The house of creativity and imagination. So transforming everything in a very balanced way, as you can see, because Libra's all about balance. So Pluto in Libra in the fifth house. Let's see here. New concepts of marriage, law, justice, transformative experiences with creativity. So your new reality of being creative and having those transformative experiences with law, justice, marriage, art, diplomacy. It's all connected, and it's all right here to create this new reality, and you have your tools with you. As I mentioned before, the fact that Pluto is retrograde, transformation going on to finally walk your true path. That's your north node. It looks like a little headset here. To finally walk your true path, your north node is in Pisces, and it's in the 10th house, and where it's placed is going to be fixating on your social status. That's right, your social status. Your soul path is connected to your social status, and the fact that it is in Pisces. Your path is to follow your intuition, and you have a strong desire to be recognized for your achievements. So following your intuition, your compassion, your empathy, and a strong desire to be recognized for your achievements. Interesting. And then show the world who you really are. Who are you? We're going to find out. Your midheaven shows the world who you really are. It's in Aquarius. And because your midheaven is in Aquarius, you go the extra mile when it comes to your public image. Right? Going the extra mile. In a very innovative, introspective way. Right? To be the one that sets the trends, the trendsetter, not the follower, but the trendsetter for all. Okay, so a little bit of a recap. Let's go to the questions that you would ask yourself in each of the houses, starting with the first house, the house of the self. You would ask yourself this question right here in the first house: who am I? And you can see right here the fact that Gemini is in this house. You're a person that's very curious and very stimulating seeker when it comes to, curiosity, right? That's you. All about curiosity. Moving into the second house. What do I have? And that's according to your possessions, right? Your money, your objects, your qualities. So within these houses, your Gemini overlay, there's also things I would like to explain to you. So your first house is all about the self, being curious, and you seek things that are very stimulating to your mind. Your senses also, your ears, your eyes, your nose, stimulating the senses, right? And over here in the second house, what do I have? You more than likely like to spend money on entertainment, romantic interest, or even maybe the stock market. Okay, over here the third house, where am I? So this is correspondence and neighborhood. And for you, empathic and confident in your communication with others. You're empathic and confident. All right, moving over here to the fourth house. What nourishes me? So in this sense, how do you decorate your home? When you were a child, how was your home decorated, right? You do your best thinking in your home, curl up with a book from time to time. You will be happy that you did. Okay, over here, number 5, the 5th house right here. What can I imagine? It's all about charming, creative, and playful up in that 5th house. So, for you, you produce beautiful children and may pass your talents on to them. So your beauty and your talents being passed on to your children. How interesting. All right. So moving over to the 6th house. How do I work? And this is your daily activity. How do I work? Let's see here. You must be able to play as well as work. It is very important when you're making your contribution to do it in a very innovative, introspective, and unconventional, untraditional way, and have fun doing it, right? And set those goals and achieve those goals. Have fun doing it. All right. 7th house. Who am I with? The relationship with yourself and other. Not others, other. So partnerships, right? Let's see here. Relationship with self and other. Now, in that sense, be careful not to promise more than you can deliver. So do not bite off more than you can chew. And don't burn the candle at both ends. Just do what you can and don't promise more than you can deliver. All right. Moving here to the 8th house, you want to ask yourself this question. There's actually 2 questions to ask yourself here. What am I becoming? That's the first half of the 8th house, normally ruled by Scorpio. And then the second half is, how do I heal? So what am I becoming and how do I heal? So in that sense, it's with your, what am I becoming when it comes to shared resources, and then how do I heal when it comes to my transformation and the death, rebirth cycle, the cocooning and the butterfly aspect of it all. Here in the 8th house, you learned how to be independent early on in life and seldom ask for anything, because when you were a child, more than likely, you felt that it wasn't really good to ask for anything, and independence is looked upon better than asking for things. So even in this life now, in this time, you seldom ask for anything, even when you feel that you need it. So, it's okay to ask if it's something you need, and just use your discernment and your intuition when it comes to that. All right. Your 9th house, the question you want to ask yourself here is, what do I understand? So these are new experiences here in the 9th house, the big picture, the spirituality, the philosophy, the higher education, right? What do I understand? For you, it would be that you want life to be beyond the ordinary, right? You seek, because of the adventure, right? Action, will, determination, and it's very structured and disciplined when it comes to your higher education. Exploring new ideas, right? Beyond the ordinary, new ideas. Out of the box thinking. It's all good stuff. All right, moving to the 10th house. What can I accomplish? So that's your calling, as I mentioned before. This midheaven right here is your calling. What can I accomplish? For you, build on your vision, not on your hope. So build on the vision, not on the hope. Okay. Moving to the 11th house, you want to ask yourself the question, where is my community? Right here, where's my community? Looks like team player and friend. So how would you be a team player and friend? You have your focus on one friend and or activity at a time. So you got enough energy for one friend or activity at a time, and that's okay, because it's going to bring you growth and expansion, especially when you're really dialed in on it, in a very direct way. to give all your attention, because wherever your attention is, that's where your energy is going to flow. So at this moment, you have time for one friend and or activity at a time. Okay. Now in the 12th house, how do I let go? That's the question you ask yourself. It's the secret side of you, it's solitude, it's dissolving of the ego self. Let's see what else for you. It might be difficult for you to express your love as it is right here, It's something you love and value when it comes to your beauty and your approach, but sometimes you might find it difficult to express your love. So I would encourage you to write it down in a journal or something, just the way you're feeling, right? Even in the sense, if you feel hurt or something like that, you can write that down in the journal too. And tune into that, maybe meditate upon it. Okay, so, Tweety, this is for you once again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like it if you like it. Share it if you want to share it. And comment down below, because I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Thank you.